After 3.5 years, Apple introduced a new Apple TV. But is it a worthy successor to the Apple TV 3rd generation? I'm Gabriel Metzger from Metzger Tech, and this is my review of the Apple TV 4th generation. Starting with specs, we have a last generation Apple A8 chip, 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage, Bluetooth 4.0, HDMI 1.4, 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, and a Siri remote with a glass touch surface for navigation. These aren't great specs, but they're adequate. Unfortunately, the design of the Apple TV hasn't changed this year, which is a shame considering this design was originally chalked up in 2011, meaning this is almost a 5-year-old design. The design doesn't look bad, but if it came in a gold color option, you know I'd be all over that. I might have a problem. Performance is lackluster, especially on games. This thing is constantly dropping frames on Asphalt 8 and even the simplest home screen animations. Even my Wii and Xbox 360 perform better. This is saying a lot considering the Xbox 360 is almost 10 years old. Usually Apple makes pretty good software, but in this case, it's terrible. You have a lot of applications, you will have to scroll for an unnecessarily long time. The digital keyboard on the TV flat out sucks. You have to scroll left to right through 26 letters, half of the time missing the letter that you want. This element of constantly missing things is constant across the whole software. The remote on the last Apple TV was bad, but this remote was no solution. The trackpad on the remote is way too sensitive, which led me to spend $9,000 in a game, which is unacceptable. Moving into gaming, you don't even want to get me started there. The gyroscope is not sensitive at all, which makes racing games absolutely terrible. Also, Asphalt 8 uses the play-pause button to turbo boost in the game, which will pause the music that I usually have playing in the background, which is really annoying. Breaking all of that down for you, if you want a good gaming experience, you're going to want to spend an extra $50 on an external gaming controller. And by the time you spend $149 to $199 on a TV plus a $50 remote, you're getting an Xbox 360 price territory there, which I think is way more worth it considering it does the same thing but has a better gaming experience. For what the Apple TV offers you, $149 for a 32 gig variant and $199 for a 64 gig variant is unacceptable. The 32 gigabyte should have been $99 and the 64 gigabyte should have been $149. Even then, that's still pushing the limits. Would I recommend this? No. If you already have the Apple TV 3rd generation, it might be worth the upgrade since it offers apps and Siri. But if you don't own a TV box, then go for something else like the Nvidia Shield or Nexus Player, or even the Chromecast. This may seem a little bit odd, but if you're already used to an Apple TV, why not go for another one? But if you haven't owned an Apple TV before, look elsewhere. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you did not enjoy this content, leave us a thumbs down and leave us a comment down below on why you didn't enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching this review, and if you want to see article form of this, make sure you go check out the link in the description below. See you in the next one. Peace.